If you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, read them more fairy tales. Albert Einstein. Long ago, in the time before time began, the great realm of Nooimh prospered under the guardianship of the benevolent Order of Knights, who protected and guided the people of its many kingdoms. These knights were known as the Order of the Thorne. The price of peace is not so easily won. For where there is good, evil is not far behind. These are the stories of the Knights of the Order of the Thorne and their many adventures.
Hello there, young bard. It's quite a tune you're playing.
Thank you, sir. It was written by my father. I keep all of his songs in my book of songs.
Oh, you play very well. What brings you to this crossroads, though?
I am on my way to the Fairy Kingdom to accept the King's challenge.
Whoa, that's quite the undertaking, lad.
I know. It's not for the foolhardy, but I truly wish to participate.
Of course, lad. King Killearn's yearly challenge is a renowned contest of cunning and bravery. One never knows what the Fairy King has in mind for his challengers from year to year, but it is always a true contest of honor.
The truth is, I need inspiration. You see, I want to compose the greatest ballad ever written.
The King's challenge would make a very fitting event to compose a song about, indeed.
I've always wanted to be a brave and good bard like my father. Now is my chance.
Who was your father?
His name was Donald of Galway. He was a bard, but also served in...
Ah, I knew your father. He served the Order of the Thorn well. I heard him sing once in Glen Morgana. His voice inspired the weary when we thought we couldn't go on.
Thank you, sir. You see, I want to honor his legacy and sacrifice.
Aye, I believe you will, son. Well, good luck to you,
Finn. I am Finn the Bard.
A well-met Finn. Well, I am off to pursue the duties of my cloak. Peace be with you, Finn.
You too, brother...
Owen. My name is Brother Owen. It was a pleasure to meet you.
You as well, Ewan.
The day of the challenge had arrived. Throngs of people came from all over Crann, the home of the fairy court, to discover what this year's challenge would be. The hopeful challengers all assembled in the throne room of the fairy court to hear what King Quilhairn had to say.
Welcome, challengers. I am pleased to see so many of you come forth. Once every 10 years, I issue a call for the best and brightest of my subjects. Today, the 7 of you have answered, and I am honored by your presence in my court. This year, I have created a challenge that, while quite simple in concept, should prove to be most taxing and adventurous for you. My wife, your queen, has volunteered to be hidden somewhere in this land until a champion can find her. She is hidden within the boundaries of our lands. From the path exiting the realm to the east, to the edge of the spider forest to the west. Within these vast and varied locales, she could be hidden anywhere. The prize for finding the queen is the same as it ever was. The champion will win the right to one wish from your king, whatever is within my power to grant, and the title of Champion of the Fairy Realm. This task will not be easy, but I have faith that one of you 7 brave challengers will find her. Now, if you please, let us make introductions. Tell me of yourself. I wish to know something of my challengers.
Your Majesty, I am Gawain, Knight of the Kingdom of Stoneland. I am the bravest and most feared knight in my kingdom, and I have come to win this challenge, as is my destiny.
Welcome to the challenge, Sir Gawain.
Oh yes, absolutely, Majesty. They called me Chaka, and I'm from the fairy realm myself. And well, I just thought it might be fun. I've always wanted to go on a quest.
Welcome, Chaka.
Pleased to meet you, Your Majesty. I'm Snowy, and this is my friend Red. We have dedicated our lives to helping other people, so finding the Queen would be the ideal task for us.
Oh yes, Your Majesty. It would be amazing and fantastic.
It's a pleasure to have such fine ladies in this year's challenge. Welcome. I am Fowlin, Your Majesty, friend of the fairy realm and adventurer. I've heard of your exploits, friend Fowlin. You must tell me one day about your legendary defeat of the evil Lord Sinister. It is a story that I'd very much like to hear from you. I'd be honored to tell the tale, Your Majesty, although I must admit the versions of it I have heard told in taverns since have been somewhat exaggerated, sire. I'm sure. Tales are always better when they are true. Welcome to the challenge, Fowlin.
I am Abaddon, High Priest of the Kingdom of Rosette. I was sent by your brother, the King of Rosette, to participate in this challenge.
My brother always sends his best. I am sure you are most welcome here.
I shall be the one to find your queen, Majesty, have no doubt.
Do not let pride stand in your way, Abaddon. It is perhaps a fatal flaw in some. Nonetheless, I wish you my best.
Hello, Your Majesty. My name is Finn, and I only just arrived in this land. I am a bard. I travel and play songs for my lodgings and food.
Hello, Finn. A bard is always welcome in my realm. Although I must say, most minstrels are better dressed.
I apologize for my attire, Your Majesty. I was waylaid on my journey by bandits, and I was only left with my traveling clothes.
Your attire isn't important, young bard. Only your heart and spirit. I look forward to hearing you play once the challenge is over. Now, I wish to thank you all, challengers. Before you leave, I shall offer you each a royal gold coin. This coin is your proof that you are a participant in the King's Challenge. It will not only imbue you with honor and allow you access to places in my kingdom that are often difficult to reach, but you will also be required to present it to the guards to re-enter the village of Crann. Now, to my brave and bright 7, let the challenge begin.
Well, the game begins. Time to find the Queen. To solve this game, you'll need to explore the Fairy Kingdom, talking to the people and learning as much as you can about the Queen. It's normal in this game to gather an eclectic collection of items in your inventory. Try using your inventory in unique ways on people, objects, or other items. There is always a solution to any given puzzle. and there are no situations where you can get into an unwinnable position. As you move your mouse around the screen, points of interest will be identified and their name will be displayed near the bottom of the screen. Left-clicking the mouse will interact with those points. Otherwise, it will move Finn to the location clicked. Right-clicking the mouse will look at a point of interest and give a description. Moving the mouse to the top of the screen will activate the inventory window and will also allow you to access the control panel and the loot panel. This fountain was commissioned by the Queen many years ago. It's quite beautiful. You don't need a drink at the moment. The arch is pretty but serves no useful purpose. That didn't accomplish anything. These 2 pillars of stone are inscribed with the names of all the fallen ones from the last great fairy war. You would never desecrate a war memorial. It's a house built into the side of the great tree. There's no need to go disturbing people. The Queen is highly unlikely to be hidden away in there. It's one of your competitors in the challenge. He appears to be dropping pebbles into the fountain.
Hello there. How's your search for the Queen going?
Oh, that? No, I gave up already. It seemed like a lot of walking, and I'm more content to just stay in town here.
Oh, well, okay then. Well, have fun.
Oh, I am! Dropping pebbles into the fountain is very relaxing.
Take care, Chucker.
Same to you, Mr. Bard.
Hello there, Chucker.
Oh, hey.
What can you tell me about the fairy realm?
Well, I mean, obviously it's a magical place. But there are little pixies that live in here. There's a stupid troll who lives under a bridge to the south. Probably the nearest part is the Isle of the Honored.
What can you tell me about pixies?
They're quite annoying. They squeak when they talk. They live in a tree in the north past the Crystal and Opus Pond.
What can you tell me about the Isle of the Honored?
Well, the only way to get to the island is to pay the fairy. He's a bit quiet. He weirds me out, but I hear he likes music.
What can you tell me about the troll?
That stupid troll. I hate that guy. She probably wants something stupid.
What can you tell me about town?
Well, Stefan runs the store on the west end of town. There's also a library there. Oh, on the east end of town, Glenda runs her shop. Brother Cutchin lives in the old monastery, and Elka lives in and runs the tavern. And of course, the king lives in the great tree.
Goodbye.
Goodbye to you, Finn, and good luck!
These archers don't look connected to anything, so you can only assume they're here for decorative reasons. They're firmly attached to the inside of the tree. You couldn't take them regardless of how hard you tried. The guards are dressed in metal and leather armor which covers their green tunics. In contrast with the other folk you've seen, these guards have stern, rigid looks on their faces. Trying to touch the guard would not be a wise course of action. The throne room of the king is carved from the middle of this great tree. It truly is quite impressive. That didn't accomplish anything. Within the pulsating light, the king is sitting upon his throne. The light seems to draw power from the king and upwards into the great tree. There is light surrounding the king.
I would be careful if I were you. If you disturb the light, the tree shall feed upon your energy as well.
The great tree? It feeds on your energy?
Yes, dear boy. The life of this village and tree are bound to me as long as I sit on the throne.
Pardon me, sire. I'm not from around here. I've only recently come to your fine land.
No harm is done, dear boy. The fairy realm and the king's court are kept safe by the magic of the great tree, which in turn renews its power through this throne.
I don't mean to pry, Majesty, but does it hurt?
No, stranger. It is a burden I gladly bear.
Thank you very much, sire.
No problem, dear boy. Now, what can I help you with?
How are you, Your Majesty?
I am well, and eager to see how this year's challenge will proceed. You all seem like a clever bunch.
Tell me about Crann.
Our fair village is the jewel of the fairy realm. All life in this land springs from this great tree, and I'm proud of our inhabitants. They are all good and decent people, who give and trade freely of themselves to those worthy enough to receive it.
What can you tell me about the King's Challenge?
This is an ancient tradition, started by my father's 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 father. While we fairies live in peace, we realize the importance of vigilance, and we wanted to always encourage heroes to rise and serve not only the people of the fairy realm, but all of Ur. Many of these heroes have preserved the peace that was hard won by the Order of the Thorne many, many years ago.
What can you tell me about the forest?
Our forest is lovely, and filled with wonder. You won't find much danger in it, but you may discover several tricky situations, or people.
What can you tell me about the swamp?
The swamp is dangerous, however. It is filled with many fierce animals who call it home. They are not evil by design, but merely animals protecting their home.
What can you tell me about the Order of the Thorne?
The ancient Order of the Thorne is one of the most important groups of people in all of Ur. Not only are there sword knights of the Order, who patrol the lands to mete out justice and right, there are many others. The Order has monasteries in almost every major city in Ur. We have one here, in fact. Brother Kunjan lives and runs the monastery in the east part of town.
What can you tell me about the Queen?
Ah, my queen. She is as beautiful as she is wise and clever. She loves this challenge as much as I. In fact, she jumped at the chance to be a part of it this year.
I should return to my search for the Queen, Majesty. Farewell.
Goodbye, dear Finn. May you have great luck in your quest.
This is a charming fairy abode, built high in the trees. This is the tavern owner's home. The door is locked. She's probably in the tavern. The local tavern sits here above the king's court in the great tree. You enter the tavern. A large, beautiful vase sits near the door. That's way too big to be carrying around. Two small portraits hang on the wall. The top one appears to be very old. A young girl with an older couple. Her parents, presumably. The other is a picture of what appears to be every person who lives in the town. It must have been painted on a festival day or something. You leave the pictures where they hang. Around the tavern are some small round tables and a single large table for patrons to sit at and enjoy their drinks. There's no time to be sitting around now. There's the Queen to find. The shelves contain a number of items that appear of a personal nature for the barkeep. You don't touch the items on the shelves. They're not yours, and none of them would be useful in your quest. Behind the bar sits a lot of alcoholic beverages in bottles and a few casks of ale. One drink leads to another, and before you know it, you're singing for free and living in a barn. Nope. Best keep looking for the Queen. The bar owner looks like she'll take no guff from anyone.
Hello there.
Welcome to my tavern. I'm Ilka, and I'm the publican of the Woodland Tavern. And I'm always pleased to have a bard grace my establishment.
Thanks, Elka. I'm Finn, and I'm here to participate in the King's Challenge.
Well, the Queen's not here, unfortunately. But you are most welcome to rest here if you wish.
Thanks. What can you tell me about the fairy realm?
Oh, the fairy realm is a magical and amazing place. Besides the town, there's a lot of magical and beautiful places to visit. To the west lies the border with the Kingdom of Spiders. They might seem creepy, but they're highly intelligent and social. There's a nasty swamp to the north. Just outside the swamp, you can find Ted and the old turtle. They're fishing buddies. Be brave, go exploring. You'll see what we have to offer.
What can you tell me about this bar?
I own and run the Woodlands Tavern. I've been here for over 100 years now, and I don't think I'll be retiring anytime soon. My daughter Arde and I live in a little house down below.
What can you tell me about your daughter?
Arde is a joy. She's away at the moment picking some flowers for her art. She's a painter and makes her own paints and dyes from flowers and other plants. She's been gone a few days now, but I'm sure she'll be back soon if you'd like to meet her. She loves wandering around the realm. I think it gives her inspiration for her paintings. Not that I don't worry, of course, but the fairy realm is very safe, and she's a capable woman.
Oh yes, I always enjoy spending time with other artists. They can tell me so many things.
Well, she doesn't talk. Hasn't since she was a little girl. But I'm sure you'll be good friends. She loves music.
I look forward to meeting her. Can I play here?
Anytime. We don't deal with money in the fairy realm, but I can offer you lodging and food if you need it.
Thank you. That's very kind.
Don't mention it. My patrons would always love to hear a song.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Bard.
Welcome to your songbook. Here you'll find all the songs you know as well as your lute. To use the lute in hard mode, you start by pressing the button which denotes the song you wish Finn to play. Pay close attention to the notes which are played, and then replicate them by pressing those strings in the same order. If you use the lute in easy mode, simply pressing the song button will ensure Finn always plays the song correctly. Have fun! You rock the tavern with the happy song.
Well done. A great rendition.
Bravo!
Thank you. That should give our beers and ales some extra kick. A bard who knows that song is always welcome here.
It's the least I could do for you.
That wasn't right. You should try the song again. It's one of the other challengers, Fowlin. He was at the king's court with you.
Hello there.
Hello, Bard. How is your search for the Queen going?
Well, I suppose it's just begun, really.
I'll admit I haven't had much luck myself.
I haven't either at this stage, but I won't give up yet.
I've decided that instead of wandering to and fro, looking everywhere in the fairy realm, I'll wait here and think about where the Queen could be hidden.
That's an interesting idea you've got there.
Oh yes, the atmosphere of this little pub really helps me to clear my head and think clearly. You should join me. It might give you an idea of where to look next.
As a bard, most of my time is spent composing or thinking.
Indeed it is, indeed.
I think I'm better off exploring and searching for the Queen as opposed to sitting around. Thank you for the offer, though. It is greatly appreciated.
Think nothing of it. I'll be here for a while if you change your mind.
Have you thought of any good ideas yet?
No, not yet. But it's such a peaceful spot, I don't mind sitting here longer.
Have you seen any pixies?
Yes, actually. They live in a grove up north of here.
How are you doing?
I'm well. Just trying to figure out where the Queen could be.
Tell me about Lord Sinister.
Well, he was the scariest man I have ever encountered. I'm just glad none of us have to ever see him again.
Tell me about Nooimh.
Well, it is where I was born and raised, originally, but I left home as a young fairy, and have traveled the world and had many adventures. I always wished to return home, and I thought it was time to now. Just in time for the good old King's Challenge.
Tell me about adventure.
Adventure, you say? I've had my fair share. I once had tea and biscuits with Brother Niall on the top of Mount Dujardin in the Mirror Mountains. He was kind, generous, and taught me secrets of combat unknown since the time of Arcturus.
Bye.
Good luck, Bard.
You walk into the eastern part of Crann. You can see an old monastery and a potion store here, amongst many other homes and residences. This old monastery has seen better days, but you believe it to be a chapel of the Order of the Thorne. You enter the old and neglected monastery. There are large stone pillars here supporting the structure of the monastery. You move closer to one to touch it.
Ah, I see you're admiring the pillars. Each one represents an aspect of our god's personality.
Really? That's so interesting.
No, not really. I'm just jesting with you.
It's a small window letting in some light from outside. It's way too small to climb through. It's a small altar to the forgotten god. The monk probably uses it when he's meditating. You aren't a religious person yourself. You don't feel the need to pray or meditate. Your music is enough for you. The old monk looks quite venerable.
Greetings, young bard. I am Brother Kunshen. Welcome to our monastery, and what's left of it for certain.
The pleasure is mine, sir. I don't suppose you have seen the Queen.
Ha! No, dear boy. You must be more clever than that for the king's challenge.
I know, but it never hurts to ask. Sometimes the answers are more simple than others make them out to be.
Right you are. Well, I'm still working on repairs for this place. Take a look around. Have a rest if you need it. The Order of the Thorne serves all who would need its help.
Tell me about the Order of the Thorne.
Well, that is a long and involved story for sure.
Well, my father was Donal of Galway. I was told he was a friend to the Order.
Indeed he was, which means you must be Finn.
Yes, I am.
Your father was a great man. I spent much time with him in our battles against evil. He was not only the finest musician I ever knew, he could also turn a phrase like no one else. The stories he wove in his songs are those of legend. We all certainly miss him.
None more than I.
I am sure of that, my son.
Tell me about Crann.
The Fairy Kingdom and its fairest city are a wonderful place. I've only come to live here recently, but in the past few months, I've come to love the land and its people.
Goodbye.
Best to you, Finn the Bard. The Order is always here for you.
The houses of the fairy citizens are built in harmony with the environment around them. You can't just go barging into these homes. The Queen isn't going to go hiding in someone's home. This is the potion shop of the village.
welcome to my potion shop. Please let me know if I can help.
There's an open book and scroll over here on the windowsill. You thumb through the book a bit, but it's all about potions and their creation. You don't understand most of it. Various items are neatly placed upon these shelves. Some you recognize, others you don't. You're an honest fellow if there ever was one. There's no need to take anything of Glenda's without asking. The lady working in this shop is simply beautiful.
Hello, shopkeeper. I'm Finn, the Bard.
Welcome to my shop, good bard. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to trade with you right now. I'm in the middle of trying to make some new potions.
That's okay. I'm actually looking for the Queen. I'm taking part in the King's Challenge.
Oh, that's terribly exciting!
It is!
How can I help you?
What can you tell me about potions?
Potions are wonderful things. They can heal the sick, help the wounded, even give people inspirations when they're feeling down.
What can you tell me about a restore potion?
Well, I don't have any of my own made right now. I'm all out of Yuli juice, which is the main component. I'd also need a large piece of fruit. And then I have to take the potion to some of the magic crystals that grow in this valley.
What can you tell me about crystals?
They hum with the power of the earth, which gives the potions their full potency. I can give you the potion, but you have to make sure to set it amongst the crystals. You'll know by the reaction if the potion is at full potency and ready to be used.
What can you tell me about the Queen?
The Queen is truly the King's match, equal and muse. She is clever and cunning, and definitely helped him plan this year's challenge.
What can you tell me about Nooimh?
The city is my home, and I love it so. But it is lonely for me here, with no one to call my own.
Goodbye.
Farewell, Finn the Bard. Best of luck on your quest.
You are in the west part of Nooimh, the fairy village. Citizens walk about, happy and content with their lives in this beautiful town. You note the library to the north, and the general store to the west. It's a beautiful blue and purple bird playing happily in the bird bath. You don't want to disturb the bird. It's a bird bath. You really don't want to drink out of something birds have been swimming in. This statue is the famous The Sister Land Calls, a famous piece of sculpture known the world over. It's too heavy to lift, and you wouldn't want to damage it in the process. The Library of the Fairy Realm contains many books on a wide variety of subjects. The stone bench was placed there so people could rest a while if they needed to. You've got the greatest challenge of your life to win right now, so there's no time to be sitting around. The general store is a great place to pick up those adventuring supplies you might require. It's the back of a wood and thatched house. That fairy is quite pretty. You don't have time to engage in idle chit-chat. You have to find the Queen. It's the door to the general store.
Ah, a customer. Welcome to my humble store, Bard. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Come in, lad. Take a look around. I've got some housekeeping to do, Bard. Tell me if anything catches your eye.
A barrel sits here containing a number of weapons. The care with which the shopkeeper stores them shows he has little regard for warfare. You're a lover, not a fighter. A suit of armor sits on its stand here waiting, you suppose, for its owner to return and claim it. But where would you keep your loot if you wore the armor?
That poor armor. Once belonged to a fella who fell into a monstrous pit. He never got out alive, despite all the rumors and stories people told.
The shelves contain a variety of unusual and unique items. This shop really stocks some great things. You don't require anything from the shelves at the moment. The large wooden counter gives the shopkeep a private workspace. It's adorned with a vase of flowers, which you assume his wife bought for him because you're a sexist prat. That didn't accomplish anything. He's a plump-looking fairy, well-rounded in the midsection. He seems like a jolly guy, though. He does remind you of someone you've met before, though. Strange.
Good day to you, shopkeeper. I'm Finn, the bard.
Good day to you, young Finn. My name is Stefan, and this is my shop. I suppose you're here partaking in the King's Challenge.
I am. I am out looking for the Queen right now. You don't happen to know where she is, do you?
No, sorry, lad. I don't. That would be quite an easy challenge, wouldn't it? Just ask the local shopkeeper where the Queen is hidden. Still, here's some advice. Not everything is as it seems.
Thanks. It was always worth asking.
The only silly question is the one not asked. Have a look around the shop, and if you see anything you need, please let me know. Most of my items are made to order, but there are a few things around that I could trade with you for.
Trade? I don't understand.
Here in the fairy realm, we trade our goods and services for things we need. We founded a fair system of commerce.
Oh, that's good to know. Thank you, Stefan. Tell me more about yourself.
My wife and kids are my life, for certain. So glad we live here in Crann.
Tell me more of Crann.
It's an amazing city, full of peaceful and loving folk. You should visit the librarian. He's got all sorts of helpful information. I'm sure Elka in the tavern would love to hear you play. Glinda runs a potion shop on the other side of town, and boy is she pretty. All the young fellas fancy her.
Tell me more about the fairy realm.
The realm is peaceful, and full of all kinds of folk. Not only do fairies live here, but also some humans and gnomes too.
Tell me about the King's Challenge.
Oh, it's amazing. One year, King Quillen created this challenge where the participants had to slay a dragon. Turns out the dragon was only an illusion, but the winner won because he found out and used his cunning to stop the illusion. I always wondered what happened to old Andrew of Branscombe. He's a clever fellow.
Goodbye.
You have a great day, Finn.
It's the door to the library. Scattered around the library are stacks of books, some of which appear to have been stacked for a long time, judging by the dust collected on them. You start to move towards the nearest stack of books.
Nothing to see in those books. I'm working at shelving them again, but I never seem to find the time.
Can I help you with that job?
That's very kind of you, Finn, but I have a system, so it would be easier to do myself.
Okay. Well, let me know if you change your mind.
I will do that.
It's the elven librarian, Elder. He looks to be a friendly and hospitable person.
Hello there, librarian.
Ah, another challenger. Good, good.
Can you help me locate the queen at all?
Sorry, I can't. I can assist you if you come across something you've not seen before. There's sure to be a book in here about it, but otherwise you're on your own.
Well, that's good to know. I can get help if I need it.
I can tell you that you might want to have a look at some of the books in here. There's an open book on the desk upstairs, the Book of the Fairies, which will tell you more about the realm if you need it.
Thank you very much. I certainly appreciate it. Who are you?
I'm Elder, the librarian of this magnificent library.
What's with all the books laying around?
Oh, there's so many books in here that I don't have room for them all. I'm getting a bit on in the years now, too, and lugging them up and down the stairs really hurts my back. Not many people are interested in learning history nowadays. The only regular clients I get are the occasional monk or knight of the Order of the Thorne.
Is there anything that might help in my quest to find the queen?
Oh, I'm sure there is, but you'll need to be more specific if I'm to be able to direct you to the right place. As I said before, there's a book upstairs that may be of assistance, but otherwise you're going to need to know what to ask me about if I'm to be able to help you.
What can you tell me about Crann?
Oh, this is a marvelous and magical place, the center of the fairy realm itself. I feel blessed every day that I live here. We even have a monastery of the Order of the Thorne in town. There is also a beautiful monument to the fairy people on the Isle of the Honored.
What can you tell me about the Order of the Thorne?
The Order of the Thorne is a venerable order of knights and monks who have pledged their lives to be an active force of good in this world.
So they're a religious order?
Yes, they serve a deity known as the Unknown God.
The Unknown God? If he's unknown, how do they know how to serve him?
A good question, and one you could probably ask the monk at the monastery. I think their unknown god isn't a specific deity as such, but instead is a placeholder for other gods whose names and nature aren't known. That's only my personal theory, though, and it's probably best not to repeat this to a member of the Order. Of course, most people just see the Order as benevolent knights and monks who help others.
Thanks. That's really very interesting.
They live by a very strict and time-honored code of conduct as well. There's a new monk at the monastery now, too.
What can you tell me about the monk?
Brother Kunchin arrived in the village a month or so ago, and he's been busy repairing the monastery since. The place had been abandoned for the last few years since Brother Choden passed away, bless his memory. I don't know much about Brother Kunchin from before he arrived. You'd best ask him yourself.
Do you know the Order's code of conduct?
Indeed I do. Here it is. To protect the weak and defenseless. To give help or assistance, especially in times of difficulty, to anyone who requires. to despise monetary reward, to fight for the welfare of all, to obey those placed in authority, to persevere to the end in any enterprise begun, to never refuse a challenge from an equal.
What can you tell me about the Isle of the Honored?
The Isle is a sacred place for the fairy realm. It is a cemetery for those who have died defending the realm against its enemies. If you get the chance, you should certainly visit there. The last time we added names there, it was when Lord Sinister attempted a war.
What can you tell me of Lord Sinister?
Now there's a name that conjures up images of the past. He was a powerful warlord, and rumored to be a great warlock as well. He sought to control all the land under his direct order. When he was alive, it was the last time the realm was involved in war. It was said he was killed by a fairy warrior named Fairlawn, who I believe is participating in this year's challenge with you.
Goodbye, librarian. Thank you for your assistance.
No problem, my boy. Knowledge is power.
Scattered around the library are stacks of books, some of which appear to have been stacked for a long time, judging by the dust collected on them. This is the Book of Fairies that the librarian told you about. It contains the history of the fairy realm and a map of the land. You thumb through the book, reading the beautiful script written within. You briefly read a bit about the history of the fairy realm, and how the magic power of the great tree of Crann not only protects this valley, but other surrounding kingdoms. An old map falls out, which you quickly pick up. Having studied the map of the fairy kingdom, you feel you know your way around the kingdom a bit better.
Is there anything I can help you with today?
Goodbye, librarian. Thank you for your assistance.
No problem, my boy. Knowledge is power.
Librarian, this old map fell out of the Book of Fairies.
Oh, please, feel free to keep it. It's just an old copy I made for just such an occasion.
Thank you very much. I'm sure this will be helpful.
You startle the bird, and it takes flight. You reach the base of the hill when you notice a mischievous pixie swooping down towards you.
Hey, give that back!
Silly bard, it's mine now. I keep it.
That pixie stole your book of songs.
That was my father's book. I need that to be able to play most of my songs.
It's mine now, little bard. Better learn some new songs. Better learn some new songs.
There are some crystals growing from the ground here. You couldn't take these crystals if you wanted to. They're too firmly buried in the ground. Mushrooms grow here at the base of some trees. None of these mushrooms look interesting, or even edible. You decide not to grab one. The trees of these woods grow sturdy. Much can be told of the antiquity of the woods by gazing at these towering trees. You don't have a reason to climb these trees. The kingdom of the spiders lies west. The fairy realm lies east. Be at peace wherever you travel. Whoa! These are some giant mushrooms. You couldn't carry one around if you tried. You'd never find the Queen in time if you tried to carry this behemoth around with you. These crystals have grown straight up from the ground, making you think there must be large caverns and caves beneath this land. You touch the crystals, and you can feel the power of the earth running through them. It's one of the other challengers, Fowlin. He was at the king's court with you.
Hello, Fowlin.
What can I do for you, Bard?
Have you seen any pixies?
Yes, actually. They live in a grove up north of here.
How are you doing?
I'm well. Just trying to figure out where the Queen could be.
Tell me about Lord Sinister.
Well, he was the scariest man I have ever encountered. I'm just glad none of us have to ever see him again.
Tell me about Crann.
Well, it is where I was born and raised, originally, but I left home as a young fairy, and have traveled the world and had many adventures. I always wished to return home, and I thought it was time to now. Just in time for the good old King's Challenge.
Tell me about adventure.
Adventure, you say? I've had my fair share. I once rode a Nooimh from the Silver Spire of Serinda to the Bay of Higonia. It was a 3-day trip, but we did it in 2.
Bye.
Good luck, Bard.
A log lays here on the ground by the small pond, rotting as the years pass and the weather breaks it down. You spend a good 10 minutes searching the log thoroughly. Nothing. Sometimes a log is just a log. The pond is filled with stagnant water, although some lily pads are growing in it. There doesn't seem to be any fish life living in it, though. There at the edge of the shallow pond, on a small grassy isle, you see a most wondrous multicolored flower. As you take a closer look, you realize this flower is wilting and won't survive if it stays planted here. You decide to take it with you. As gently as you can, you pull the flower from its small grassy isle. This magnificent tree is the home of a group of pixies. Its leaves are a beautiful burnt orange in color. When you touch the tree, you feel the power of the fairy realm flow through it. You realize you can't climb this tree for fear of damaging it. Around the base of the tree are a number of fallen leaves. Surprisingly, they don't look wilted or dying. This place is truly magical. You appreciate the leaves, but you don't need any. It's a small pixie, dressed in red, resting on one of the branches of the tree. The pixie is holding your book of songs in her hands, occasionally flicking through its pages.
What do you want?
Forgive me, little fairy, but you've got my songbook. It's very precious to me, and I'd like it back.
Silly man, we're pixies, not fairies. Everybody knows that. And don't even think about trying to take our book. We found it, and it's ours.
It's not yours. You stole it right out of my hands, and I would like it back.
No, it's ours now.
There must be something we can work out.
Well, maybe there's something you could do. We lost our harp in the swamp, and we want it back. It's so much nicer than this dirty old book.
If you know where it is, why can't you get it yourself?
A terrible creature lives there. The biggest, most baddest monster ever. We don't like to go near it. It's scary.
So, if I retrieve your harp, you will return my book?
Yes, yes. Just get our harp.
This pixie seems to be lounging around lazily, away from the other two. This pixie isn't interested in talking to you. The small pixie dressed in blue is intently focused on the pixie with the book. This pixie isn't interested in talking to you. The entrance to this glade is bordered by a number of low-growing bushes. Although he looks confident, you can tell this young man is nervous on his picnic date.
Excuse me there.
Oh dear, I'm sorry, Mr. Bard. We're just having a picnic.
We just love the fairy woods. We've come here just to have our picnic.
We're from Pressel in the south, but the fairies are so welcoming here.
It's our favorite place to visit.
I'll let you two get back to your picnic. I'm off to find the queen.
Good luck, Mr. Bard.
A young girl sits on the blanket, staring intently into the eyes of the boy across from her. The girl is staring too deeply into the boy's eyes to notice you. It's a very large watermelon.
Oh, would you like our watermelon? We're not going to eat it, and we'd share it with you.
That's very kind of you. Thank you very much.
You take the watermelon graciously. The old leafless juniper tree looks angry and its branches are gnarled, posed as if it were ever vigilant. Even though it looks like the tree has a face, it can't talk to you. It's a mound of what seems to be fresh and fertile soil. You don't need to take any of the soil.
Look here, you blasted pest! Go fish somewhere else!
This spot isn't just for you, Turtle.
I can fish where I like.
Darn it, I've been fishing here for over a century, and you're scaring away all my fish.
Oh, go race a hare.
There's a fisherman here casting his net into the lake. There's an old turtle sitting here fishing.
Good day, fisherman.
Aye.
I'm Finn, the bard.
Aye.
He's Ted. He doesn't talk much, but he's heartbroken because he's in love with a fairy girl and he can't tell her.
Aye. I'd give her a rose and maybe sing her a song. But for one, I could never sing in front of her. Plus, I can't find my roses anymore. And even if I could, I just couldn't tell her that I love her more than anything.
Well, maybe I could find a beautiful rose. And I can certainly sing to her. I'll give her the rose and send your message of love. Would that help?
Aye, I suppose that'd be good.
Can you tell me some things about her? I'll need to know to help compose this song.
Aye, she's beautiful.
Anything else?
She smells wonderful.
Uh-huh.
Real conversationalist, isn't he? She works in the shop back at the King's Court. Real beauty, blonde hair. You won't miss her.
Aye.
I'll compose a song for her and try my best, fisherman. What do you think of this?
Aye.
Lovely song, young bard, lovely song.
Hello again, Ted.
Aye.
I'm still trying to find that rose for your love.
Aye.
Excuse me, Turtle. I was wondering...
Run along now, young whippersnapper. You're scaring away the fish.
I'm sorry about that.
Well, you've interrupted me now. I suppose you want to know if I know anything about the old swamp.
There's an old swamp?
Nice try, whippersnapper. Now why would I, an old turtle enjoying the comfort of good quiet fishing, want to help you?
Perhaps being a wise and venerable turtle, you could give me advice in order to avoid the possible perils of the swamp if I need to go in there.
Now there's nothing I could say that would keep a tadpole from doing what he wants. If it's trouble you seek, then that's what you'll get from going in there.
I don't seek trouble, but I'm trying to find the queen for the King's Challenge.
Let me tell you this. Back when my shell was barely hard, I held my breath and ventured deep into that place. Monsters lie in every corner. Do not venture foolishly into their lair.
I see.
If not for luck and a well-placed snap of my beak to its nasty throat, I would have been turtle soup.
Thank you for your words of advice, Turtle.
Now let me get back to my fishing. Oh, I just hate getting weeds all up in my shell. Ted and I have agreed not to allow people into the swamp here. Although that darn fool Knight went in there a while back and hasn't come out again.
Oh, maybe he needs help.
Maybe, but we can't allow anyone else to get lost in there.
Oh.
A single stalk of bamboo grows here near the entrance to the swamp. Darn, that was tough. That bamboo just didn't want to come out.
Hey, why are you ripping out my bamboo? I just transplanted that from deep in the swamp last week.
I'm so sorry, Turtle. I didn't realize.
I hope you enjoy it. It's not going back in the ground now.
You decide to enter the swamp.
Stay out of there. It's for your own safety.
Okay, sorry.
Ted and I have agreed not to allow people into the swamp here. Although that darn fool Knight went in there a while back and hasn't come out again.
Oh, maybe he needs help.
Maybe, but we can't allow anyone else to get lost in there.
Oh.
It's a charming stone bridge, but alas, there is nothing hidden under it. There's a fallen branch laying on the ground. You don't need the branch. There's the High Priest, one of your fellow challengers.
Hello there.
What do you want? I'm in a hurry here.
Sorry, I wanted to inquire how you were getting on in the challenge.
Why would I tell you that? I want to win this for my king, so I'm not likely to tell some scruffy bard where the queen is, even if I knew.
So you don't know either then?
That's not what I said. Besides, what would a bard want with the prize anyway? Want to buy some new clothes?
It's not a profitable life, that's true. But bards live to please and serve others. We bring joy to other people. But I'm sure you don't understand that concept. And you're leaving the fairy realm in that direction. Obnoxious man.
This small bush grows a beautiful purple flower. You don't want to take any of the flowers.
And the queen is obviously past here, otherwise you wouldn't be guarding this place. Now let me pass.
You see one guard shrug slightly to the other.
That Abdon, he's always been an arrogant fool.
He'll certainly never find the Queen that way.
He's heading in absolutely the wrong direction.
Oh, quiet now. Here's another challenger.
It's a guard of the Fairy Kingdom.
This is the eastern border of the Fairy Realm. You need not go beyond here, challenger.
These are the markers of the eastern border of the Fairy Kingdom. You can feel them pulse with the magic of the kingdom.
Hello, guards. How are you? What can you tell me about the Fairy Kingdom?
This is the finest kingdom in all of Uyir.
Our people sing the sweetest songs of peace and prosperity, all due to our king and queen.
What can you tell me about Abdon?
He's always been an arrogant fool.
He couldn't find his way out of bed once. He'll probably get lost going home.
What can you tell me about the woods?
Well, it's mostly peaceful here. Up north here, there's a ferry to the Isle of the Honoured.
There's an ornery troll to the west who lives under the bridge and guards it when he feels feisty.
What can you tell me about the fairy?
She's a quiet person, takes the reverence of the Isle of the Honoured quite seriously.
I've only ever heard him once in my life. And that moment, he's singing a dirge of such melancholic beauty, he made me cry.
What can you tell me about the troll?
Oh, that grumpy, greedy old thing. Copper or tin for that with the shins.
What does that even mean?
He likes treasure.
Who doesn't? Sheesh.
He hates goats, though.
Hides them.
He hates that in particular.
What can you tell me about the goat?
This goat knocked him on his keister once. He fell in the water after that.
That were the king's goat, too. Wayward old fellow.
Yeah, that was a mean old goat. He wandered off one day, and he ain't been back since.
I don't think the troll minds.
What can you tell me of the king?
King Quillan is one of the bravest, strongest, and wisest beings I've ever met.
All of us would give our lives for him or the queen, without question.
What can you tell me about the queen?
The king loves the queen more than life itself. Saving her really is the ultimate test.
What can you tell me about the King's Challenge?
It's a real honour to win. We don't know any more than you, really. So our best advice is just to explore, examine and talk to anyone you can.
Goodbye, sirs.
Goodbye, Finn. Best of luck to you.
It's some mushrooms. None of these mushrooms look interesting, or even edible. You decide not to grab one. It's a hole in that great tree. The hole in the tree seems to be empty. No, wait. There's something here. It's a treasure chest.
What do you think you're up to, lad? That's my property!
I'm sorry, Mr. Gnome. I didn't realize this was yours.
It's too late for apologies, laddie. You don't steal a gnome's property and get away with it. Even if I stole it first, it's still mine now. I'm gonna cut you good and feed you to the worms. Make your peace with whatever god you worship, you spoony bard.
Wait a minute there, little sir.
Not you two again.
Little sir, we found the most exciting thing. A great mound of treasure.
Yes, indeed. And we said to ourselves, which of our friends would like this treasure the most? And we thought our little sir would.
Treasure? Show me where, right now!
Just follow me, little sir.
And you, bard, stay away from my treasure. I mean, tree.
Thank you for saving me. I really think he was going to kill me.
The pleasure is all ours, Finn. I'm glad you're okay. Although, I don't think our little sir would have hurt you. Not really.
If you say so. I'm not so sure.
Oh, he comes across mean and nasty. But there's a good heart hidden in there. Rosie and I will find it, I promise. But for now, you'd better leave before he realizes we've deceived him.
Thank you.
There are some mushrooms growing on the forest floor. This mushroom has an amazingly rich purple underside. You pluck it and decide to keep it.
Darn it all! Would you two stop following me?
Little sir, all we wanted to do was help.
We're just trying to help.
Lass, 'tis the most willing horse that gets worked to death first. And sure as flowers can grow in dung, you two will be the death of me.
But, little sir, we just have to make sure you get home all right.
And you were in such a tizzy a few moments ago.
A tizzy? I ain't now, nor have I ever been in a tizzy. What a terrible thing to say to a gnome. Besides, I wasn't in trouble. I was just caught off guard a bit is all.
But you almost fell into the river. To think of those raging currents. Little sir, you could have washed up, well, who knows where.
I would never have fallen in the river, lass. And what's more, you can call a gnome stout, you can call a gnome stocky, but you cannot call a gnome little. Lucky they're of the gentle sex, or I'd have words with them fist-like. insulting strangers in the forest.
All we wanted to do was help.
Some people simply have no manners at all.
Why, hello there again, Bard.
It's lovely to see you again.
Hello again, ladies. I see you're still trying to find the good heart in the gnome.
Oh, yes. He's a grouchy little man, but we're sure he's a good person deep down. He has such a lovely singing voice, too. I heard him singing once and wanted to join in, but he wouldn't let me.
That is a shame. Do you play any music yourself?
Oh, no. I love listening to a beautiful song, but I have no talent in that area myself.
She writes her own songs, you know, Finn.
Don't tell him that, Snow. They're not very good.
If a song is written with love and attention, then it's a good song. I would be honored to hear your song if you'll teach it to me.
It's called An Ode to Peace, and may help to soothe a troubled soul.
Red sings her song to you, and you memorize it to play it again in the future.
Thank you for teaching me your song, Red. I shall play it with pride.
Bard, I feel like I should teach you a powerful song I know. I know it will be useful to you, and we are sworn to always help others.
Snow sings her song to you, Stairway to the Other World. It feels dark and mysterious, but you learn it quickly.
This song is said to be so mournful, it can make even the dead feel.
I do appreciate learning both your songs, ladies, but I really should return to my search for the Queen.
Oh yes, we should too. We were looking everywhere, but we came across the little gnome, and he seemed in trouble, so we stopped to help him.
But he's so rude. Although it's better to help people in need if you can. We must be back to our search. Though, it was a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Rose Red, perhaps we were too hard on the little sir after all.
We should go and see if he's all right.
It's a great white bear. You don't plan to get close enough to touch the bear. Goodness, that bear doesn't seem to want you to get any closer.
Oh no! Our little gnome friend is stuck.
Don't worry, I will help him.
No! Stay away! I don't need your help!
Let me help you up, little sir.
I told you not to do that!
We set you free. You can't stay stuck to a tree all day.
I most certainly can if it lets me keep me beard. I'd rather have waited until the tree out of the way than cut it off. Oh, my poor beard.
But you were all tussled up. We just had to help.
Tussled up? Ain't never been tussled up in my life. My poor beard. I was a wee lad when I started growing it. Now there'll be years before I can show my face again.
But, little sir...
Why do you two keep following me around? Just leave me alone! I've tried to be patient. I've tried to be nice. Now, I'll be on my way, and I expect you to go out of your way not to run into me again.
Well, Come, let's not waste our time here anymore. Oh, Finn! How nice to see you again.
Hello, ladies. It's very nice of you to be trying to help the gnome out like you have been.
Oh no, Finn. It's just the right thing to do.
I'm still a bit worried about our little sir.
Maybe we should go check on him. He might get lost or trapped again. He did seem very upset and out of sorts.
If we can ever help you out, Finn, please let us know. We love helping people. That's why we're taking part in the King's Challenge, you know?
Our wish is going to be that the king grants every person in the realm a wish.
That's very noble of you, ladies.
There are a lot of spider webs around this area, hanging from trees and encompassing the remains of another traveler. You touch the webs lightly and find them extremely sticky. You decide to leave them alone.
I can't allow you to pass.
I'm sorry, Madame Spider, but I need to pass.
Whatever for, dear young bard.
I'm trying to find the Queen for the King's Challenge.
Ah, a good and noble bard. No doubt on his way to sing songs of glory.
That's what I'd like to do. I just need to have a proper adventure before I can write my magnum opus.
I'm sure you will, young one. So I will tell you this. Beyond this point lies the kingdom of spiders. And you do not want to visit there for this challenge.
Why not?
Look, kiddo. The king ordered that I not let anyone pass beyond this point. The queen is somewhere within the fairy realm, and no further.
I see. Sorry to bother. Thank you for your help.
Perhaps someday we might meet again under other circumstances. We spiders are often misunderstood. We are good neighbors to the fairy folk, and not the monsters people often paint.
I will always remember that.
Farewell, little bard. Perhaps you will sing songs of me someday.
Count on it.
Hello again, young bard. You know the rules. Nothing beyond here.
I remember, Madame Spider.
What can I do for you, young bard?
What is your name?
My name is hard to pronounce, so most just call me Esmeralda.
What can you tell me about the King's Challenge?
The king likes to play his games, but this often does lead to a hero showing his colors. The queen is secreted away somewhere in this realm. I do not know where exactly. It is good to remember that fairies are fond of illusion.
What can you tell me about the kingdom?
Well, young bard, there are a great many places for one to hide. From the fairy woods where we presently stand to the great swamp in the north, one could hide themselves away quite effectively. You should also visit the Isle of the Honored if you get a chance. There are many names of heroes there that you should read.
What can you tell me about the Queen?
For as clever, cunning, and smart as Queen Helena is, she is also compassionate. She would not hesitate to protect others from harm, often by putting herself in harm's way. She is said to be shy, but I've never known that to be true. She and I often chat when she is out and about.
What can you tell me about spiders?
Well, we are certainly misunderstood. We are very peaceful and proud. Pixies are very afraid of us, even though we'd never harm them unless they attack. Don't let them fool you. Some are brash and aggressive, but we never attack them. We only protect our homes.
What can you tell me about pixies?
They are pranksters and most disagreeable. They will steal without remorse if it amuses them. They are also known to fear spiders to a large degree, with good reason, I might add, if you know what I mean. Spiders are known to devour pixies if provoked.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, little bard. Take care.
This appears to be the western border stone for the Fairy Kingdom, although a large tree has grown and displaced it over the years. You touch the border stone. You do still sense some fairy magic about it. It feels warm and inviting, as if to welcome people to the realm. A stone bridge crosses the fast-flowing river at this point. It's a troll guarding the bridge. Trolls are renowned the world over for three things. They are too stupid to learn the common tongue, they live near bridges, and they love treasure. Suffice to say, he wouldn't understand if you spoke to him, and even if he did, he wouldn't care. You attempt to get past the troll. That was close. You'd better try to find another way to get past the troll. This old tree died a long time ago and has fallen across the small creek of water. Its gnarled and shriveled branches make it look slightly creepy. You don't need to climb the tree. You can simply walk around it. There's an active beehive hanging from the old dead tree. You don't want to get too close to the beehive without some sort of protection. There's a small jetty leading out into the lake, suitable for small boats to dock at. The ferryman is wrapped up as if it was very cold, yet it's a beautiful spring day. The ferryman is wrapped up as if it was very cold, yet it's a beautiful spring day.
Ahoy there! Could I trouble you for a ferry ride?
I am bound by the highest powers to charge a single gold coin. No more, no less.
Thank you.
You don't need to go swimming in the lake. Your lute would get wet.
Here is your gold coin for passage.
Come aboard, and we shall depart for the Isle of the Honored. Here for your return.
Thank you.
You notice a cloak hanging on the pole. It's an old cloak. It's pretty tattered and worn, as if it's been exposed to the elements for a long time.
Is this your cloak, ferryman?
No, it was left by a knight long ago. You may take it if you wish.
Thank you. It may come in useful.
The landscape of the isle changes dramatically as you leave the ferry and the shore. It looks like you've entered a memorial lawn.
The Isle of the Honored is what the ferryman called it. That makes sense now.
This memorial isle feels magical. Looking around, you see many tombstones. Funny, you can read that from here. No, wait. The stones are blank and perfectly smooth. This is strange. You can't see anything out of place, but as you look at each stone, you can feel who it was placed for. As it doesn't appear to be affecting you in any other way, you just assume it's part of the fairy magic. The gardens of this memorial are well cultivated and maintained. This is a place of respect. It's a large statue of a ferryman holding his sword aloft. Here lies Sinister, unfortunately named the same as Lord Sinister and mistaken for him, a mistake which cost his life. Here we remember Little Blue Smurf, chief tracker of the Fairy King, who disappeared while on a scouting mission into the Mirror Mountains. Here lies Curd, court jester to the king, beloved by the realm. His laughter and song is missed. Adanzes, chief lawgiver of the king of the fairy realm, died while defending his king in the final hour of the Great Fairy War. One-Eyed Parrot died in defense of the true queen during the Fairy Civil War. Here lies Rich Etter. His grave needed to be deeper than normal because of his giant asset. You wouldn't remove a memorial stone. El Mariachi. Who knows where he went, but we're sure it had booze. Here lies the remains of Josh Anderton, dead while guarding the baggage train during the last great battle of the Fairy War. Here be the final resting place of Exo of Doss, last of his kind. Hatsune Miku lies in this grave, mourned by his loved ones. At this gravestone, we honor Euroin the Fallen. Here lies Lucas Russell Page, died in the final battle of the Great Fairy War. Here lies Jan Kavan and his family. They fought together and died together. Here rests the remains of Samantha, the wise witch. Here rests Havoc Raiser, who died in the service of his king. To Priscilla, she lived a long life, got to meet grandchildren and great-grandchildren, and always had a smile and a kind word for everybody. Still, she was taken before her time, and her loss is felt. With love from her grandson, Abel. Bingus Dregs, creator of worlds, shaper of minds, and teller of tales, gave so that others may live. Oh, don't you give me none more of that old jank spirit. No, don't you give me none more of that old jank spirit. For my head will fly, my tongue will lie, my eyes will fry, and I may die. Won't you pour me one more of that sinful old jank spirit? Here lies Brian Connors, taken from us while defending the prince in battle. Honor, Saxcat, a man too stupid to chase his dreams, ended up teaching the unteachable. Here lies Christopher Warren, taken by a sword to the heart during the Great Fairy War. Ken and Roberta Williams, originators of Mystery House, the first graphical adventure game, and the King's Quest series. This is the tomb of Derek Wood. He died while building a bridge to cross a lava stream. A true hero. Bernard Boston, dead at the young age of 132. Rest in peace. Until that day when the sky itself has finally passed, Francesco Poli is now at rest. Bruno the Thief, now departed this earthly realm. Sven Q45, Osterl, may you find rest. In honor of RSF, the Righteous Fire, whose simple loyalty, kindness, and generosity made him stand out like a crag, whose heart always blazed like superheated magma, whose smile would light up the world like 1,000 crystals, whose beauty was legendary, that of finely chiseled marble, diamond, and gold, whose ego was the size of a large boulder. Yes, RSF rocked like small pebbles, or simply RSF. He rocked like small pebbles. Whatever works for you guys. Here lies the unnamed hero. Here lies Zeke, bard of the army of the fairy realm, dead from the spear meant for his king. Here lies Gids, resting for eternity. Can I give a funny name to go on my stone? I hear it's all the rage. Overveld. Here lie Emily and Ben Liesenfeld. Both served and died in the fairy civil war for the true king. Grog me, wench. Here we commemorate the legendary M. Arabal Bacardi, father of the herb leaf, master of the bramble box, slayer of Amarok, and eater of cakes. May his spirit live on throughout the ages. Here lies the remains of Cagliostro, died while defending the great tree. Sir Luke of Elmeria, rest in peace. Cole Rajuvi Shark, King of the USA. Jiri Komat Dvorak, may you find peace.
I am ready to return.
Very well. Only once may you cross. Farewell. Stairway to the Other World is a masterful piece of music. I shall return your gold coin in payment for playing it.
Thank you, for I need it to re-enter Crann Nooimh.
1 gold coin in payment. That is my rule. No more, no less. Here is your coin.
Thank you.
There's an active beehive hanging from the old dead tree. You don't want to get too close to the beehive without some sort of protection. Your music has calmed the bees. They appear to be less angry than before. You carefully wrap the beehive with your cloak, making sure not to anger the bees inside.
Quicker, lassies! Step closer! Closer? What do you think you can accomplish from over there? Good. Now, take out that snack I saw you tuck away earlier. Perfect. Now, you stupid bear, get the scent and eat those two fool girls so I can get away!
Shame on you, little sir. You're trying to get this bear to kill us.
Yes! Shame!
If you'd just have let us talk, we could have told you that we know this bear from our travels in the forest. She's our good friend.
Yes! She's been gentle as a lamb to us, and twice as friendly.
We will not help you this time. If you really wanted us to be eaten, then it's fitting you get a taste of your own medicine.
We hoped there was good in you, Nooimh. We really did. But be warned, if you do get out of this, you must change your ways, or you will be judged and punished.
Just go away, you silly girls, to have such dim-witted creatures lecture me, skeleton the Nooimh! Cursed fair-skinned wenches! Where is the justice that they live and I die? Ah! You there! Do the right thing! Get this beast off of me!
Nice idea, but you don't want to get that close to the bear. You should think more horizontally. You hang the beehive from the end of the bamboo pole. Thinking quickly, you use the beehive and its honeycomb to distract the bear. The bear swats the remaining bees away and quickly eats the honeycomb before settling back down to sleep. You discard the sticky bamboo stick.
I don't deserve this kind of treatment. I'm Skeleton, the Nooimh. I've got to go visit my cousin up in the Mirror Mountains soon. Those girls are driving me nuts.
Those two girls are right. What a rude little gnome. Not even a thank you for saving his life.
It's a hole in that great tree. The hole in the tree seems to be empty. No, wait. There's something here. It's a treasure chest.
I knew you'd try again. I'm not stupid, you know. I was always going to take my treasure with me when I left.
I'm truly sorry, Gnome. I didn't mean to.
Make your peace with whatever god you worship, Bard.
Little sir, it seems you don't have any good in your soul after all.
We've tried to help you and bring out some inner goodness, but it's to no avail. And now you're going to kill this lovely young man just because he found your stolen treasure?
And after he saved you from the bear, you tried to lure him into killing us.
It's time you learn some manners, little sir.
And you're going to teach me, lass?
Yes, we are.
Wind, water, and elements among us. Turn this greed and malice into a fungus.
There, that'll brighten this corner of the woods nicely.
It seems I'm in your debt, ladies. You saved my life.
There is no debt, Finn. It was our pleasure.
What about him? Will he stay a mushroom for, forever?
Oh no, it'll wear off eventually, when he's learned his lesson.
Whew. Well, that's good to know.
Good luck in your quest, Finn. I do hope it's you who finds the Queen, if it's not us.
Thank you, ladies. Best of luck to you.
Goodbye.
Now that the ornery gnome is a mushroom, you don't suppose he'll need the treasure, so you take it.
Considering he stole this anyway, I think I could find a better use for this treasure.
It's that nasty little gnome, or what's left of him after Snowy and Red finished with him. Quite deserved, too, in your opinion. Best leave the former gnome current mushroom alone for now. You attempt to get past the troll. That was close. You'd better try to find another way to get past the troll. You hand the treasure to the troll, who seems pleased with your offering. As you enter this magical clearing, you see a pretty young lady. Could it be? Is this the Queen?
Hello there. I'm Finn, and it's a great pleasure to meet you. Ah, are you the Queen hidden away here?
Bard, it's wonderful to see you again.
Before you can say anything, Fowlin grabs the girl's hand and runs off.
Looks like I found the Queen first, Bard. Don't bother coming back. I'll tell them I found her by myself. Your Majesty, you're so lucky I found you. Like the time I, Fowlin, the hero.
As they leave, the girl turns her head and smiles at you.
I should tell you the story of how I defeated Lord Sinister on our journey back to the court.
Oh well, you may as well head back to town for the reward ceremony. The stone formation is certainly strange. It doesn't look chiseled or formed by a person, so you can only assume it's one of nature's strange wonders. It would probably be a really nice and peaceful place to sit and compose some music, but you don't have the time right now. Some roses grow up the side of this stone formation. Bending down, you pick a single beautiful rose from among the flowers.
Oh, hey, Finn!
Hello, Chucker. Why aren't you at the ceremony?
What ceremony?
Well, Baolin found the queen.
Oh, he didn't find the queen. He thought it was her, but it turns out it's Elka the barmaid's daughter, Ade.
Oh my! That's nice, though.
Yeah, Elka was so happy. But Pheolin wasn't as much. He's been drinking in a tavern ever since.
So, the queen is still out there?
Yep, he sure is. Now, I'm sure I'm not finding her.
This must be Glenda. She is breathtakingly beautiful. You see why Ted is in love with her.
This is kind of awkward to say, but I just met Ted.
Ted! He's such a lovely gentleman. So polite. He listens to me so intently. And he's so distinguished.
I'm glad to hear you say that. He told me that he is madly in love with you.
He did? Well, what could he see in a humble potion maker like me?
Why don't you ask him yourself? I just wanted to pass on the message, that's all.
Oh, I couldn't do that. It's not that I don't believe you, but I really would want to be completely certain of his feelings before I said anything to him.
Well, if you change your mind, he's out fishing in the lake with the old turtle.
Oh, Turtle is so lovely. They really are great friends. Don't let their banter fool you.
I know. You take care, okay?
I will. But before you go, can I help you with anything?
Goodbye.
Farewell, Finn the Bard. Best of luck on your quest.
You hand the rose to Glenda.
Ted asked me to give you this rose. It symbolizes his love for you. Pure and beautiful.
Oh my! This is beautiful. Ted is such a romantic.
She looks off with a sigh and a wistful gaze in her eyes.
Ted feels so much, but has a hard time saying it. So, together, we wrote this song to express how he feels about you. He hopes you like it.
What a beautiful song! And my Ted wrote that for me?
I just put down in music what Ted told me to.
Thank you, Bard. That was most beautiful. I must go and see him at once. Thank you, Finn, for all your help. I know Ted would be reluctant to tell me in person how he feels. I'm glad you helped him. I'll tell him how I feel.
Glenda sighs wistfully and exits the shop, full of love and hope.
Good luck, Glenda and Ted. My work here is done. It's good to be a bard.
You enter the tavern. It's one of the other challengers, Fowlin. He was at the king's court with you.
Hey there, why so glum?
I thought I had the queen. Turns out it was just the tavern owner's daughter.
I'm sorry. You gave it an honest try. The challenge isn't over.
Yes, it is. For me. I thought the queen was surely posing as her daughter. I was wrong, though. I can't get anything right.
Why do you say that?
Cupping his hand around his mouth so only you can hear him. His eyes get intense as he leans in to whisper.
I'm a fraud. I never defeated Lord Sinister. When I reached his stronghold and we fought to the inner sanctum, he was in the midst of doing some kind of arcane ritual. I was scared. I faltered. When he moved to attack me, suddenly he disappeared, as if sucked out of the room by magic. He shrieked and screamed and cried something about, "This isn't Avalon," and then he was gone. The rest of the men came in and assumed I killed him, as his cloak and armor were left behind. And I didn't correct them. Please keep my secret, Finn. Please.
Of course. It wouldn't do anyone any good for me to tell people. Someday, you will have to, though.
I know. And that will take real courage. I hope I find that.
Me too.
If you really want to know about Lord Sinister, ask Brother Kunshin at the monastery. He can tell you anything you'd need to know. Come in, lad. Take a look around. I've got some housekeeping to do, bud. Tell me if anything catches your eye.
It's an empty glass jar sitting on the shelf, surrounded by other knickknacks.
What could I trade you for this jar, shopkeeper?
My personal supplies are running quite low, so I'll ask you to get me a royal mushroom in exchange for the jar.
I've never heard of a royal mushroom. What do they look like?
A royal mushroom looks the same as any normal mushroom, but the underside is a bright purple color. You might have to hunt for it.
That sounds easy. I'll see what I can do. Shopkeeper, I have the mushroom you asked for.
Ah, thank you, young bard. Please, take the jar in payment.
Much appreciated, shopkeeper. Thank you, shopkeeper.
You're quite welcome, young bard.
You startle the bird, and it takes flight. You enter the old and neglected monastery. The old monk looks quite venerable.
Good to see you, young Finn.
Tell me of Lord Sinister, please.
Sinister was a powerful enemy of ours. He sought power beyond the means of this world, and paid dearly for it. So did the rest of Uyir. It was lucky he was stopped before more damage took place. You see, Finn, the Order has been here for countless years, and in protecting the land and its people, we protect something greater as well. It goes back long ago to what most consider myth now, and the story of Arcturus.
Yes, of course. I've heard tales and songs from my father.
We at the Order consider it among our highest priorities to preserve the story of Arcturus.
Tell me of Arcturus.
Over millennia ago, Uyir was a young world. So much chaos and strife. The people were divided into many warring factions. The people of different lands were distrustful of each other. Many were greedy for what others had. One day, though, out of the mists of the north, there came a simple man. He could not say where he came from. He only carried with him what appeared to be a simple sword. But somehow he gathered people to his banners. The greatest warriors of many nations began to follow him. And after the final bloodshed, Arcturus and his 12 knights declared war to be over between all the great nations of Uyir. Arcturus and his men built a great castle at Mor Cleom, and it was there that he founded the Order of the Thorne.
Tell me of the creation of the Order.
Arcturus knew that the kingdoms of Uyir would always need a common ally, a group that would watch out for all and promote the best interest of the people. He did not wish to rule Uyir at Mor Cleom, as he said he'd seen what that could rot before, but he did wish to provide protection, solace, and wisdom. The Order was his creation, a group of knights and monks with loyalty to all and to the code of conduct that the Order held themselves to. Arcturus's banner was a sword entwined by a vine with thorns, and those who flocked to his banner adopted it as their standard too. It was only logical to the founding fathers of the Order to call themselves the Thorne. Soon, monasteries and great halls of the Order of the Thorne spread across Uyir, some even reaching the highest peaks of the Mirror Mountains. And in all those years, we have remained as a beacon of good for the people of Uyir.
What happened to Arcturus?
Well, Arcturus, as shrouded in mystery as his origins were, was still just a man. He aged, but continued to stay and serve for many years. It is regarded as myth by most now, but our official documents trace over 200 years that Arcturus stayed with us. Yet even as he grew older, his vitality remained unimpeachable. One day, though, he said that his time here was past due, and that he needed to leave. He walked out of the castle at Mor Cleom, and was never seen again. Years later, a letter was found, written from him to his first commander, Regent. In it, he explained that he had to return to a place called Avalon, to take the boat home, as he put it. Many have searched for Avalon, but it is no place that we know of.
Tell me of Avalon?
Avalon is a mystery to the Order. Even after all these years, we've had many adventurers and scholars search for and study, but nothing could ever be found. Sinister, in fact, was a student of the Order who went mad searching for it. It is said he became obsessed with it and the power it afforded Arcturus. This is the reason he began scouring Uyir and destroying villages and cities. He was convinced Arcturus hid the secret of Avalon somewhere in the realm. He used his power, his charm, and his wit to subvert many and convince them to flock to his cause. He would tear Uyir apart with the aim of finding the secret of Avalon, and he promised a better world for all with its discovery. But all he brought was strife, death, and destruction. The world was torn asunder for a time, but now, thankfully, we have peace.
Goodbye.
Best to you, Finn the Bard. The Order is always here for you.
There's an old turtle sitting here fishing.
Now Ted's gone, I suppose I can help you, if you still want to go into the swamp.
Yes, I do.
Never, never wear swim trunks wet.
Hold on. That doesn't make any sense.
People think I'm crazy, you know, but I say my brain just works differently from theirs.
Well, thanks, Turtle. I will keep that in mind.
Careful of the raptors in there. If you still insist on going into the swamp, some of them will just attack you straight away. But some are a bit more cautious. If you get a chance, try playing the Song of the Turtle for them. It calms them down.
I don't know that song, Turtle.
Not a very good bard, are you? Never mind. I'll teach it to you. It's quite simple.
The turtle teaches you the Song of the Turtle.
You also might want to try finding old Yama Uba while you're in the swamp there. She has a hut somewhere to the north. She's very wise, but mind your manners with her. Why, that's a catchy tune, sonny boy.
Yeah, you taught it to me.
I know, but I love complimenting myself.
You decide to enter the swamp.
Now there's nothing I could say that would keep a tadpole from doing what he wants. If it's trouble you seek, then that's what you'll get from going in there. Be careful in there, sonny boy.
A rather large thorn-covered root is curled near the swamp path. You would rip your hand open trying to take a piece of that. The swamp trees seem old and twisted, either by sickness or other foul forces in this gloomy place. That didn't accomplish anything. This old tree has fallen on hard times. Get it? Fallen? Ha! I crack myself up sometimes. This old tree has fallen on hard times. Get it? Fallen? Ha! I crack myself up sometimes. Creepy. The raptor is just watching you. You have no desire to touch a raptor, and they certainly can't talk to you.
Ah! What is that? There's definitely a large monster in there.
Scary-looking big old lizardy things, eh?
You might say that.
Tried to warn you, sonny boy. You ain't gonna get far with them blocking your way.
What can I do?
Well, play that darn song I taught you to calm the raptor at least, sonny boy.
You decide to enter the swamp.
Be careful in there, sonny boy.
I hope this song is as good as the turtle says it is.
You see the raptor visibly calm as you play the song of the turtle. Giant rocks block any passage further into the swamp. The rocks are covered with roots and thorns from the sinister vegetation that grows upon them. The swamp becomes quite deep and unpassable the further in you go. These little guys are called sloths and are quite unfriendly when awakened. You don't know much else about them, really. A small pool of fresh water seems to flow from under the huge rock that blocks all further passage into the swamp. They aren't something you're keen on putting your hand near. You can't dive into the water with those sloths sleeping right there. Okay, that's kinda scary.
I'm going to have to ask someone about these things, because I have no idea what they are.
Now Ted's gone, I suppose I can help you, if you still want to go into the swamp.
Yes, I do.
Never, never wear swim trunks wet.
Hold on. That doesn't make any sense.
People think I'm crazy, you know, but I say my brain just works differently from theirs.
Well, thanks, Turtle. I will keep that in mind.
Careful of the raptors in there. If you still insist on going into the swamp, some of them will just attack you straight away. But some are a bit more cautious. If you get a chance, try playing the Song of the Turtle for them. It calms them down.
Is there anything I can help you with today?
Librarian, I believe I could use your help.
Oh? What can I do for you?
I saw several very strange creatures in the swamp on my travels.
My, oh my! You must have seen some raptors, or maybe some sloths.
I think so. I'm not sure, though.
Well, raptors are big lizard-like creatures, and sloths are basically razor blades covered in a round mass of matted fur.
Yes, those are what I saw.
Well, tell me about the raptor first.
I was looking for the queen in there, and I saw one, standing dead still and staring at me.
Yes, that's typical behavior for the female of the species. I have a book about them. I may be able to find some more information about them. Follow me.
The librarian pulls a book from the shelf and starts reading.
Ah, yes, they can be strange creatures. Their main diet is chicken, or things that taste like chicken, which, as you know, is most anything. Raptors and sloths are natural enemies. Raptors love to eat sloths.
They taste like chicken?
Oh, yes, especially if you batter coat them and deep fry them in oil. Delicious!
I'll keep that in mind. So, raptors hate sloths and will eat them?
Yes, both male and female raptors will attack them. The females are less dangerous than the males. They stand rigid when spotted, although they don't tend to attack people. They have been known to attack smaller animals, though. The males are the patrollers and sentries. They patrol their hunting grounds, and if they run across a potential predator, they knock them out with their massive front legs.
Yikes.
Indeed. Now, both male and female raptors look the same, so you won't be able to tell the difference by sight. My advice would be to avoid them if possible. That's about all I can help you with there. I hope it's of use.
Got it. Try to avoid them, and they like chicken, but hate sloths.
Who taste like chicken?
Right. Well, sounds good to me. Thank you again.
My pleasure. Knowledge is power, you know.
Goodbye, librarian. Thank you for your assistance.
No problem, my boy. Knowledge is power.
Come in, lad. Take a look around. I've got some housekeeping to do, bud. Tell me if anything catches your eye.
It's a cup of chicken soup.
Could I have that soup?
Oh no, that's my lunch. Why would you want it?
I know that raptors go crazy for chicken, and it's possible in my adventures I'll come across a raptor and I'll need to pacify.
Well, it's a rather strange request, I suppose. But the king did command we assist challengers if we could. Here you go. Please take it with my compliments. No trade necessary.
You decide to enter the swamp.
Be careful in there, sonny boy.
You hold the chicken soup out in front of you, and the raptor becomes very excited. Raptors do love chickens. The raptor lets out a loud screech and rushes towards the sleeping sloths. I guess the raptor is feeling pretty good about itself now because it just runs off. You dive into the water. Thick bamboo grows this side of the water tunnel. The bamboo reeds are quite long and sturdy. These bamboo reeds seem well rooted into the ground. You can't pull any out. The trees are huge, twisted, and gnarled. You don't see a point in climbing these trees. You can see strange thorn-covered bushes along the natural paths of the swamp. You'd rather not get near those bushes. They look dangerous. The trees here grow sickly and seem to coil away from the little sunlight that breaks through the dense canopy. Oh, great. This doesn't look right. There's a large spider web tangled through the roots of that tree. These seem to be little pixie wings. You guess this is the great big monster the pixies were talking about. You carefully lure the spider into the glass jar, removing it from its web. The small spider stands completely still inside the glass jar. A number of rocks lay around this area of the swamp. Some of them are probably big enough to hide behind. You hear some large footsteps coming your way. You'd best find some cover. Oh no, the huge raptor has seen you. As you lose consciousness, you feel the raptor grab you and start to drag you away. That raptor sure did a number on you, but you're still alive, so that's a good thing. You hear some large footsteps coming your way. You'd best find some cover. Good thing you got behind this rock. That beast would have surely hurt you. You hear more footsteps coming your way. Whew, that's the second one. Surely it must be safe to cross now. It's the pixie's harp. She must have lost it here in the swamp and the raptors took it. You take the harp from the nest, knowing that returning this to the pixies will bring your precious songbook back to you.
Why won't you tell me where the Queen is? Isn't that what you seers do? Tell people things?
My friend, I cannot tell someone who is not willing to listen.
Listen? You speak in riddles and half-truths. Just tell me, in plain language, what I need to know.
I am sorry, friend, but I have told you all I can.
Stop being so darn polite, you... Just tell me where she is!
Okay, my friend, okay. If you ride due west of here for 3 hours, you will find her.
Ha! I shall win this challenge, and the king shall grant my greatest desire! Hyah!
The poor fool. That way only lies danger. Alas, he would not listen.
Hello, Seer. I don't mean to intrude.
Ah, another challenger. You wish my wisdom?
To be honest with you, I was just traveling through the swamp trying to find the Queen.
Ah, candor is refreshing after spending time with that last buffoon. I am Yamauba, seer of what has and what will. I shall aid you if I am able.
Thank you, dear Seer.
The seer appears old and wise. Useful attributes for a seer.
Seer, I'm looking for the Queen. Can you help me?
I can. It is quite simple to look into the mists and see what has been, what will be, and what is. But first, I must see if you are worthy of my help.
I don't have to fight you, do I?
Oh, no, my friend, you do not. Only a battle of the wills is required.
What must I do?
Look into the cauldron.
The seer hands you several vials containing colored liquids.
Add these potions to the cauldron as I require them. This is your task. Only when they are mixed properly will we see the truth. Are you ready? The sky above us brings us joy.
This is the blue vial the seer gave you. You pour the blue vial into the cauldron, turning the water a beautiful shade of blue.
The grass beneath brings fertility.
This is the yellow vial the seer gave you. You pour the yellow vial into the cauldron, turning the blue water a deep shade of green.
The earth beneath the grass brings strength.
This is the red vial the seer gave you. You pour the red vial into the cauldron, turning the green water earthly brown.
This small task is complete. You already have it within yourself to complete the challenge before you. You've met the Queen already, though you didn't recognize her. Your quest is hidden or changed. You will need help for you to see. That is all I see.
Thank you, Seer. That is helpful.
In my hut you'll find a chest. Inside the chest is a flask of Ueli juice. It might be of some help to you in your quest.
The small hut is made of stones, expertly placed together to form the walls of the dwelling. A wooden stool sits near the shelf. You assume for the seer to sit at while she works. A number of items are displayed on the seer's shelf, including some candles and jars. An old book sitting on the shelf grabs your interest and you quickly flip through it.
Ah, this looks interesting.
During the 9th Octant, winter came to the realm and could not be lifted. A king wearing a strange feathered cap traveled from a distant land and, after much adventuring, brought spring to the land again.
Hey, that would make a good story.
A small cage hangs from the roof. Inside are some feathers from a bird. You wonder why the seer keeps them in there. You notice the burn marks on the cage and deduce it must be a phoenix. You'd love to see that one day. There's a chest in the corner of the room. It's probably filled with treasure. Opening the chest, you reach in and grab the flask of Ueli juice.
Is there anything else you can tell me, Seer?
There is nothing else I can tell you at the moment. You already know the answers, although they might not be clear to you. However, my cauldron can also show truth. Although to conjure the images, one needs some Thorne berries. If you can retrieve some, the future may just become more clear to you.
Thank you very much. I will try to find these berries.
There is a secret way back to me known to few, and now to you.
She describes a secret path out of the swamp to the west. You remember her words.
What can you tell me of Ueli juice?
It is a very rare and potent juice, often used for making restorative potions. Use it well, dear bard.
Where is the secret path?
Walk to the west of my hut, and you will find it as you walk from my view.
What can you tell me of Thorne berries?
They are often guarded by special trees. Trees that visibly react to the world around them.
What can you tell me of the Thorne?
The Order of the Thorne, obviously. They can help you in your task.
Goodbye, Yama.
Good luck, dear bard. Blessings upon you in your challenge. and your quest.
You push through this area, as the seer said, and you find yourself a secret passage out of the swamp. You manage to find your way through the path, and are surprised to find yourself back in the fairy woods.
We lost our harp in the swamp, and we want it back. Don't bother talking to me unless you have our harp.
This beautiful golden harp is much too small for you to play.
Here you go. I found your harp.
Silly bard. Now we have your book and our harp.
Hey, you promised you'd return my songbook if I found your harp.
Try and make us see if you can.
You really won't give back the songbook.
Go away, silly bard. You're boring us now.
Well, I gave you a chance.
You open the jar and hold it against the tree, and the spider crawls out.
Ah! The monster! Get it away! Get it away!
Return the book, and I'll remove the monster.
Yes, yes! Take it away!
The book first, Pixie. Thank you.
Now, do as you promised. Take it away! It will eat us!
You take the spider and release it into the grass.
There. It's gone now.
Now you go too. Bad bard, tricking us into giving you our pretty book.
You haven't learned a thing, have you? Oh well. I got my book back.
You feel better knowing your father's book is back in your possession. There's a fisherman here. Ted looks incredibly happy. Well, as happy as Ted can look. He's an introvert.
You look happy, Ted.
Aye.
I'm happy I could help.
I don't say much, but I will say thank you, Finn. You're a good lad.
This must be Glenda. She is breathtakingly beautiful. You see why Ted is in love with her. It's a watermelon.
Oh, thank you, Finn. I can use this in my potions. I really appreciate it.
No problem. To be honest, it's hard to carry it around.
The bottle from the seer contains Ueli juice.
Oh, Ueli juice. Most excellent. Now I can add some watermelon juice, seeds, and rind to this, along with some other fairy herbs. And now we have a restore potion. This potion will revitalize any living thing. There is one final step you must do, however, Finn. You must take the potion and place it within a group of crystals. Many of them grow in clusters in the valley. The deep vibrations of the earth that reverberate through them will bring about the final component of the potion. Only then, after you have fully restored the potion, can you use it.
Thank you, Glenda. I'm lucky to have met you.
There are some crystals growing from the ground here. This is the restorative potion Glenda made you. It still needs to be finished, though. You place the potion amongst the crystals. The air begins to crackle with life and electricity, and a hum fills the air. You retrieve the potion, which is now visibly charged with life. This is the restorative potion Glenda made you, which you charged at the crystals. Although this small flower is wilting, it is still remarkably beautiful. You pour the contents of the restoration potion over the flower. Instantly, you see its wilted petals unfurl and the vibrant colors return. The old leafless juniper tree looks angry and its branches are gnarled, posed as if it were ever vigilant. These bushes are loaded with ripe furine berries. The tree begins to move, and it looks mad. It won't let you pick the berries off this bush. It's too angry. It's a mound of what seems to be fresh and fertile soil. The flower has been restored to its former beauty by your renewal potion. You bend down and dig a small hole, planting the revitalized flower in the fertile soil. Hopefully, this flower will provide company to the lonely tree. The tree looks at the beautiful flower. You can feel a change in the demeanor of the tree, but he needs something else to completely cheer him up. Your music has cheered up the tree. You feel you could pass now and get the berries. You take some of the firine berries. You find the secret path back to the swamp, and to the seer's hut. The firine berries look delicious.
Ah, you found some firine berries. Excellent, young bard, for they can tell us the final piece of your mission.
You drop the berries into the cauldron where they melt away, turning the liquid into a rich red color. The seer stares intently into the cauldron.
I see the future. The shadows are parting and the mist is lifting. I see you helping a man find love and a woman find happiness. I see you talking with your fellow competitors, some helpful, others not. And I see you saving the lives of two lovely young ladies by helping an ungrateful dwarf. Yes, this is the one. One of your allies in this event is our queen disguised. Play a song of clarity and truth, and all will be as it is. That is all I see. The mists have closed in again.
A song of clarity and truth? What could that be?
Brother Kunchin of the Order of the Thorne could help you there. He once played the strings, much as you do.
Thank you. That was a great help, Seer.
You push through this area, as the seer said, and you find yourself a secret passage out of the swamp. You enter the old and neglected monastery.
Good to see you, young Finn.
The seer told me to ask you about music.
Yes, in my youth I composed music with the ferocity of a man possessed. In fact, I wrote a tune that became quite popular. Blessings of Mead.
My father taught me that one.
I bet he did, but it has always varied from my original composition. I called it The Truth in Mead. Too much drink could always coax the truth out of some. So my song reflected that. I will teach you my original version, if you like.
Yes, absolutely.
He teaches his original version. The composition varies slightly, but you recognize the tune that you knew.
May this song show you the truth of things when you need it.
Goodbye.
Best to you, Finn the Bard. The Order is always here for you.
Such a nice song, and played so well, but it had little effect on anything. Such a nice song, and played so well, but it had little effect on anything. Such a nice song, and played so well, but it had little effect on anything. Such a nice song, and played so well, but it had little effect on anything. such a nice song, and played so well, but it had little effect on anything. It's a great white bear. You don't plan to get close enough to touch the bear. The song seems to have stirred the bear, and suddenly something begins to happen.
Oh, Finn, congratulations! You've done it! You have really done it!
Your Majesty, it was my honor to be the one who found you.
Come, we return to Crann Nooimh and celebrate your victory.
The other challengers have gathered outside the great tree in Crann Nooimh to see the closing ceremonies of the King's Challenge. The whole town is watching as King Quilhairn prepares to honor you for your service.
Finn the Bard, you have found and returned our Queen, thus winning the King's Challenge this year. For accomplishing this task, you shall be rewarded and your name spoken with great renown.
Bard, it is with great pleasure I give you this golden ring and name you champion of the fairy realm. You have adventured bravely and wisely, living up to the ideals that the challenge represents.
Thank you, Majesty. It was my pleasure, as the people of Fairy Kingdom are warm, gracious, kind, and smart. My competitors were noble and worthy too. I would not have won, in all honesty, without the help of some.
It is the noble hero who acknowledges all those who help him achieve more. Together, and only together, will we thrive in this world. Is there anyone here who would like to speak to Finn's character at this time?
Finn is kind and brave. If not for him, we might not have seen a friend of ours for who he truly was.
He probably saved us a lot of heartache and trouble.
Finn is brave and noble. When I was brash and full of pride, he did not kick me when I fell.
Finn was nice to me. Even though I didn't think my choices through, he never treated me unfairly.
Finn is talented and capable. He has proven to be a true friend to the fairy folk and to the Order of the Thorne.
You may now ask one favor, and if it is within my power, I shall grant it to you.
Your Majesty, the favor I would ask is this, that you commission a school for bards, minstrels, actors, and other artisans. An academy where they can grow and learn their craft without the disadvantages my generation has suffered. And my wish is that you name it after my father, Donal the Bard.
This is a noble request, Bard. It shall be done.
Well done, Finn. You have a pure heart and a noble soul.
What was that?
Grab the Queen! Death to the others! Especially the monk!
Do something quick!
Your song has created a magical barrier around the Queen.
Nice work, Finn! The Queen is protected. Now, to rid us of this vermin. Begone!
Retreat! Retreat!
What were they?
I do not know, but we will find out. I must travel. Finn, will you accompany me? The Order of the Thorne needs you.
Yes. Yes, of course.
Don't worry, Majesty. We will get to the bottom of this.
Be safe. We shall be extra vigilant here. Guards, lock down the forest. More patrols. We may have war upon us. I think you might just have what you need to write your song now, Finn.
Actually, I think the story's just begun, Your Majesty. I may find more to compose in my travels.
I'll be looking forward to hearing it someday, dear Bard. Fare thee well, and good luck on your journey with Brother Kunchen.
And so, Finn and Brother Kunchen set off on the road. Now on a quest to learn the identity of the mysterious attackers. Little did they know that events were only beginning to unfold in the land of Nooimh. Events that would change the destinies of all the good folk of the land.
report. We have failed to secure the Queen, General Tanim.
You have failed? This shall displease our master greatly.
I understand. I have more to report.
More?
We were stopped from taking the Queen by a bard who had cast a powerful protection spell around the Queen. He didn't appear to be working with the Order of the Thorne, but there was a monk present as well.
Interesting. A new player. We shall have to keep a watch on this young bard. Very well. Although you have failed capturing the Fairy Queen, there is a chance to redeem yourself. Your next task is to travel to the Mirror Mountains and